is one win away from its second straight ACBL championship. We're going to welcome in head coach Sam Rodio. Good morning, Coach.
Hey, Sully, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. Thanks for joining us. So you guys are on the precipice here of a second straight championship. What's the mood of the team? And obviously it's kind of a yearly rivalry with the Margate Hurricanes, and they're a tough team to finish off. So wouldn't be surprised if it goes 5 games. I guess you're hoping it only goes 4.
Yep. The mood is just win one game on Monday. That was the mood starting last week, going into last Monday. It's try to win one inning, win one game against those guys at a time, and then go from there. Yeah, every night's a fight.
How tough is it now being the hunted as opposed to the hunter? You guys have spent a long time trying to knock those guys from the top ranks, and you did last year, and now they're coming after you.
Yeah, we just kind of have the approach as far as who's the favorite, who's the underdog, who's the hunter, who's the hunted. Going into last week, we just kind of threw all that out the window, and just 2 really good teams going at it, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been a really, I think, really good baseball the last week or so. The last few weeks through the whole playoffs, really, but this series really intense games, I think, so far. Yeah.
Yes, and some great pitching matchups. I mean, obviously everybody knows about the Hurricanes. You know, they got Lou Pepper and Downey and Lenko, but you guys counter with some pretty good pitching yourself. Tell us about some of your guys.
Yeah, so our rotation last week, Kevin Baxter through game 1, Billy Jackson through game 2, and Brad Mountain was game 3. Kevin Baxter went to St. Augustine Prep, Rutgers, New Brunswick, pitched in the Big Ten. Billy Jackson, Buena High School, to Rutgers Camden County, then Rutgers Camden. And then Brad Mountain is originally from Lower Cape May, pitched for the Lower Cape May team in the league years ago when they had a team. Went to a D3 school in Massachusetts, and then played a little bit of pro in the Frontier League several years ago. So, I mean, they're pretty accomplished guys. They're all gamers, man. They're all just tough competitors, hard workers. They're always prepared. And they love these types of matchup, knowing they're going head to head against a very good pitcher and a very good offense. They really look forward to this kind of baseball.
I'll tell you what, man. One of my favorite guys to watch is Billy Jackson. You mentioned him. What a heck of a player from Buena Regional High School. And kid's about 5'7", comes at you throwing BBs, throwing about 90, throwing a big hook, and he gets up at the plate. He's swinging like Dustin Pedroia. What a fun kid to watch.
Yeah. We were talking about it a few weeks ago. He really, possibly, maybe the most valuable player to a team in the ACBL because he can do so many things.
Without a doubt, sure.
Yeah, great pitcher, not really nice hitter, very good third baseman, infielder, really kind of play wherever. Competitor, rubber arm.
He strikes me. He strikes me as the kind of guy who's like, "Hey, Billy, we need you to catch today. All right, dude, give me the gear."
Exactly. Just he gets to the park, and if somebody's running late or somebody gets hurt or whatever we need, he's ready to go. Last year in the finals, he threw game 1, and then the next night closed game 2. Whatever it is, there's something God put in his arm.
Then he hit that big home run in the game 5, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He's got a knack for coming up big in tough spots.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. Him and all these guys. These big games. They all come to play. They don't shy away at all. And
I'll tell you what, I saw Baxter. I saw Baxter pitch in high school for St. Augustine, and you could tell he had the talent. He was a little bit up and down at times, a little bit inconsistent, which isn't surprising for a 16, 17-year-old kid. But he's really become a lot more of a pitcher than a thrower in the last couple of years, and you see his transformation. And really a tough guy to handle for any offense.
Yeah. Growing up He was the big guy with the big strong arm that just got on the mound and let it go. And he played the field in high school and hit and whatnot. But he took a big step at Rutgers. You're going to play Illinois and Indiana and Michigan, and there's another level. And I think he really gravitated toward that competition, and really kind of immersed himself and really took off. Had a nice career up there. Got together with, we were hooked up with them, the guys that we had, or I spoke of their work ethic and character, and he just fit right in, and everybody kind of, the staff, as we say, kind of, all kind of works together and pushes each other. Yeah.
We're talking with Sam Rodio, head coach of the Hammonton team in the ACBL. Game 4 will be Monday night. Is that in Margate?
In Margate, yeah.
At 7 p.m.?
Yes.
Good stuff. So Hammonton with a 2-1 series lead, best of 5, so they can close it out with a win on Monday. If Margate wins, it'll go to a deciding Game 5 on Tuesday in Hammonton. Coach, this league is so tough, so competitive. You have a lot of great college players, high school players, the top-notch guys from around the area.
Yeah.
But I think what makes these teams successful is having a couple of older guys, like Margate has Dan Koya catching. He's been around forever. And you got a guy, Junior Mejia, who's really wasn't a very accomplished college player, won a national championship with Tampa University, and has done some coaching at the high school level. How important is it to have a guy like that around who can kind of be a steadying force for some of these young guys in tight games and really knows the game of baseball, and just being on the bench can give these guys some great insight?
Yeah, it is. I think that's been as much much reason for our success the last 3, 4, 5 years as anything is. We have our group of older guys, 30-ish, you want to say, that really fit in well with the younger guys, the 20-ish, the 18, 20, 22. Those guys learn a lot from the older guys. Those guys still have the legs and the a little more energy than we do. But it does. It really works out well because everybody learns from each other. And I hardly consider myself a coach. I fill out the lineup card and try not to screw this up. These guys really, there's a ton of knowledge in that dugout. There's a ton of knowledge. Junior is as smart as there is. Frank Galeota, Matty Injami's been here forever. He's seen everything you could see in South Jersey baseball. Brad Mountain has played all over the East Coast, all over the country almost, and so those things just get passed on just through little conversations and little things through one game might lead to another point in another game that you're prepared for. It's really been an advantage to have such good guys, knowledgeable guys, and just such good people that everybody gets to be friendly and close and trust each other and works together. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, it makes you look like a really good coach when you can, right before the game, hand the ball to a guy like Baxter or Jackson or Mountain and say, hey, go do your thing. Exactly. Those three guys are ready to go. We've had Zach Warren throw. He threw earlier in the year. We were hoping to have him for the finals, but just body kind of wore down through a lot of innings this year at Tennessee and through the summer. I like I said, I look in the dugout. There's 3, 4, 5 other guys ready to go that I could throw the ball to. Brandon Kincaid came in the other night and through the 7th inning. And like I said, it's really that complete team. Everybody gets it done together. Coach, are you ready to make the pitching matchup public, or we have to wait till Monday?
The pitching matchup will be decided this afternoon. I could call back in the show if you want. And we could.
Well, we're off the air at 10, so you got about 30 seconds to let us know.
Okay.
So you got to keep it a secret then.
The matchup has not been decided, no, for good reason. There's no secret. Kevin threw a lot of pitches last Monday night. He also attempted to go warm up in the bullpen Game 3. So we're going to see how his arm feels this afternoon. He wants the ball. Billy Jackson, we're also waiting, may have a prior commitment, personal commitment. But we'll probably Kevin Baxter. We'll see.
All right. Either way, I'm sure it'll be a great game. Coach, real quick before we let you go, what's it going to take to close these guys out? Obviously, one of the toughest teams to beat in the last 10, 15 years in this league. What's it going to take for you guys to win one of these last two games?
Keep doing what we're doing. Whatever cheesy, corny cliche. Yeah, just keep doing what we're doing. We've played pretty well all three phases, hitting, pitching, and defense, and just keep going. You can never. You have to be ready to go from the first pitch against these guys. We've been able to score in the first inning the last two nights, and try to do that, and just try to keep going. You're never up enough against them. They have an offense that can bang out 10 runs and real quick. So just from the first pitch, come out aggressive in all three phases and stay on it for 7 innings. Yeah.
Good stuff, Coach. Good luck next week, and we'll catch up with you. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Sully. Appreciate it.
You got it. No problem. Have a good weekend.
Take care.
That was Sam Rodio, coach of the Hammonton ACBL team. They're in the championship series against Margate Hurricanes. Game 4 of the best of 5 is Monday night, 7 p.m. in Margate. Hammonton looking to close it out. They got a 2-1 series lead